All right, I'm talking with Cris Lencioni, who just fought at Bellator. It's 239, right?
Yep.
Fought and won at Bellator 239 with a broken leg. We're talking to you after the win. I know the news came out. You put the social media post up on Saturday, right?
Yeah, what's today, Sunday? I'm on a lot of pain meds, so
Yeah.
days are gonna blend. Yeah. Yesterday was Saturday. I put it up. I went straight off the airport or straight off the airplane to the hospital, got an X-ray because I'm in Oklahoma, and they go, yeah, it might take like 6 to 8 hours to get stitches out here. And I said, what the hell? If it's gonna take that long for stitches, I don't know how am I gonna get an X-ray. So I'm just doing it at home, taking
Oh
care of it.
wow.
Yeah.
So did you know right away? Like, did they rush you out or?
I knew right away in the fight. I've never broken a bone. Like I've broken finger bones and toes and shit, you know what I mean. They don't do anything for that.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a movement in a takedown or some type of like scramble we had, and I just felt it. And then I was like trying to go for hooks on him, and my leg wasn't listening to me. And I was like, "Holy crap, my leg's not listening to me." And I just had this like weird like slow time motion. I'm like, "Oh my god, I think I broke something in my leg." Change of plans. And then I had to finish that round, the first round, and then the next two rounds with it. Everything changed. I mean, you can't. I'm a ground specialist, right, or whatever you want to call it. They say you
Yeah.
need all your legs to do that, man. I haven't been training with those badass, jujitsu paraplegic guys. I don't know all their tricks yet.
but I'm actually shocked to hear you say that because before we set up this interview, I rewatched the fight knowing what I know about your injury, and I mean, you said that your legs weren't functioning, but I saw your guard being, I mean, relatively active still. You were driving in for takedowns, especially in the first and third rounds,
Yeah,
and then the fact that you were able to squeeze in a what looked to me like a super tight body triangle, knowing you doing all this leg stuff with your broken leg.
I
So,
yeah, I knew that was gonna hurt every single one of them.
oh
That's why I had
wow.
to drop down like more to the knees to turn the corner on the body triangle, right? So I felt I like to think a lot when I fight, man. They're always like, "Don't think, just do." I'm like, "Nah, this is fun. I love it. I have too much fun." So I'm going in there. I see he's sprawling really hard. So when you got a guy that sprawls hard, you just turn the corner on him. You got to drive a bit. And every step I had in the ring, every penetration shot, every squeeze with my leg was agonizing pain, and I just had to poker face it. I was like,
Mm.
this guy will smell the blood. He's a killer. I've had so many messages, dude, since the fight. That dude was a killer. This and that. I was 3-1 underdog. All this other stuff. He was bigger than me. He was a huge 45er, and I still with like I would say 40% for that fight. I couldn't sweat. I was wondering why I wasn't sweating. It's because I was in pain. My body was in shock, dude. The only place I was sweating was like my forehead, barely. Um, but I knew I like told myself I was like, you are gonna die. You are gonna squeeze this man until you die or he dies. Someone's getting squeezed. Don't let it go. It was crazy, dude. Yeah.
Well, I mean that just goes to show you, which is one of the reasons I wanted to talk to you. I mean, like you said, it was one of the post limbs, and sometimes folks don't just recognize what you guys put out in there in the cage. And I mean, again, rewatching it, I couldn't even tell. I When I initially saw it, um, when you were limping afterward, I thought it was because of the elbows to the thigh from the
Everybody
triangle.
thought that. Everybody thought that, dude. I was like, what? Come on. Like, it didn't hurt, dude. I was
Yeah.
laughing. He was elbowing me, so I was like chirping in his ear because he was saying some inappropriate words that I don't want the kids at my gym to hear in case this interview is get you know what I mean. You never know who listens, but he said some stuff, so I whispered some stuff in his ears back out about his weak elbows. He really didn't hit hard, man. Like I thought he was gonna hit way harder, and I got him to miss a lot. Even the head kick right off the bat, I was like, "Oh, that was easy." It hit me, and I blocked it, and I was smiling. I was like, "Oh, we are in this, dude. I'm having a friggin' ball. We're getting
Yeah.
after it."
I mean, so because you said in your post it was the first round, and you just told me why, where you think the break or the fracture happened. But as I was rewatching it, I thought it was off of because you did check a kick of his, and I thought it was off of that. But I was just like, man,
I don't know.
like. But I mean, I mean, maybe it could have started the whole thing, but I mean, it is a fracture. It's not a break. So, which leg was it, by the way? Was it the left leg?
Left leg. And I said the same thing to the doctor, and then I said, "Oh, it's just a fracture." He's like, "Well, fracture is technically a break," and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I'm gonna milk that. I'm gonna milk that. The doctor said it's a break,
Yeah.
broken
Uh,
leg, and I'm gonna hobble my way to Submission Underground today with my broken leg.
yeah, I'm
Watch.
actually looking forward to that, man. I mean, I just enjoy that as a. I mean, I'm an older person, so I mean, I do jujitsu myself, but I mean, that's probably the most fun grappling event to watch as a if you're a grappling person that's into any type of submission grappling. So I was gonna ask you if you're gonna go to that. I'm glad you're gonna go and have some fun. You deserve it.
Go get
But
some breakfast with my wife, and then we're gonna go freaking watch some high level grappling, dude. High level.
yeah, yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it myself. So when you went to the doctor, how long are what's the turnover for the to heal up and get back into action?
They said like 6 to 8 weeks. I have an ortho appointment tomorrow to see if it needs surgery because if it was like off of a twist, they just explained there's like different ways it could have fractured, and
Hmm.
I want to look at that and make sure. And if everything's all good, then yeah, I'm hoping to get back in the cage. Um, and honestly, like June or July, I think that'd be freaking awesome. I give myself 2 months to heal, and
Hmm.
then shoot, dude, a month. I need a month tops. Um, and I'm really trying to get after it, dude. I want to get AJ Agazarm. I didn't want him, and then after that, I was like, you know what? No, it's time to beat the shit out of that guy. He needs an ass whooping.
I mean, I
I
think
just
that'd be a good match, especially considering, I mean, both your grappling backgrounds
not even
mixed with
grappling.
MMA.
Don't even think about that. Look at him. He
Yeah.
was trying to strike. He wants to strike. I'll show him striking. Look at my striking on one leg. I went with that guy toe to toe. He was freaking Muay Thai, boxing, all that stuff. He said he's been in Thailand his whole career, and I
Hmm.
was still standing and trading with him, getting him to move. I got him to throw big punches. I landed a few of my own with the instability of one leg. I won a one-legged ass kicking contest, man. Plain and simple. You
Yeah.
know.
I mean, I'm still like I said. I mean, knowing what I know and rewatching it, I was just like, wow. I mean, if
Holy
this kid,
shit.
if this kid's, yeah, I'm like this kid's leg was broken and he knew it, and he was driving in for takedowns. I mean, I know you said your guard wasn't doing what you wanted it to do, but
Yeah.
you still had a pretty active guard. I
That
kind of.
was nothing, bro. That was nothing, man. That was nothing. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that's it. That was nothing, dude.
Hmm.
That's 40% me, dude. I've had people judge me so hardcore because they've just, I'm still so new to this sport, man. I've been around. This is like my fifth, maybe I think I'm like at the part where like fifth to sixth year. I've spent like pretty much my whole pro career in Bellator. You know, uh, 8-0 as an amateur in the local circuit, and I didn't really get tested in certain ways, and now I'm getting them. Um, and my style just keeps growing, dude. I'm evolving constantly. That's the thing my coaches love. We just can keep adding more and more tools, to the kit because I pick it all up, man. I mean, I was southpaw. I was loving that. I can go orthodox. I can go southpaw. I feel comfortable in the southpaw. I feel comfortable in either stance, frankly. So
Yeah, no, I mean, and you have a great attitude about everything. I mean, considering I remember when you were out here on the East Coast back in October, and I spoke to you briefly during the Scrum Day. You were supposed to fight. I forgot the guy's name because he didn't make weight. But it's like people don't get to see what you just mentioned as far as your evolution and stuff. Because that happened, and then you had a great fight Friday, and now we have to wait until you're 100% again. So.
just a couple months, man. But I
Yeah.
think it's totally worth it. I think my stock, my Bellator stock, my fighter stock. I mean, dude, that like I said, everyone knew that guy was a killer. I
Hmm.
mean, you watched his last fight too. I mean, he didn't do really much of anything to me if you think about it. Like
Yeah.
I'll have to rewatch the fight, obviously to see where I could make some better adjustments. But like, it's gonna be hard to watch that and go, oh yeah, I wish I would have done this. It's like, oh, I know why. I had a broken leg. Oh, I know why. My leg wasn't working. Oh, I remember why. Yeah, I couldn't squeeze. Like that third round. I felt it in the first round. I thought, man, maybe if I can try some things. So then in the second round, when he was in my like half guard, it was
Hmm.
agonizing pain. So I had to give him side control. I gave him side control to
Yeah.
go for a key lock there,
Yeah.
freak them out, and then off of that, I don't know, it was like there were so many scrambles. I remember I popped him hard with the backhand, and I know it clocked his lights a little bit. He was his attitude changed when I hit him with that, And then he was like trying to body shot me and everything. It was nothing, man. He poked me in the eye, he kicked me in the dick, digging in my gloves. He was digging in my gloves while I had him in the front headlock. That's how he got out of that. I was like, game over, buddy. I was like, I may not be able to walk right now, but game over, you know. And then he like dug his like fingers, you know, like all up in my gloves. I was getting so mad. Cheater, pumpkin eater.
You mentioned the second round. That was my next question. In the second round, I noticed the key lock to do the reverse or at least try to get the sweep, but or the submission, and then but knowing again about the leg, I was like, he probably can't bridge into it because his leg is killing him.
Not at all, dude. I tried and I was like, whoa, ooh, not happening right now. I was like, I will save you for round 3, leg.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you were still pushing off of the fence too, though, which was like, I mean, anything you did with your legs, watching it again, knowing it was broken, I'm like, wow. I mean, the threshold for pain is definitely not like that of a normal person.
No, I'm a masochist or whatever, dude. I love that pain, dude. I was ooh, you know what I mean? Twisting it. I don't know how to explain it, man. I have a lot of personal stuff going on, nothing like crazy serious, but just a lot going on in my life. I have a really great family at my academy, Sunshine Athletics, Fabiano Scherner Jiu-Jitsu. You know, and we're building this really big after-school program in my town because it's needed. Like, we don't have in Oregon, dude. We have like the highest sex trafficking and like at-risk youth population, and they have nothing for them, dude. And I was one of those kids in California, and the system sucked even more there. I was in the Central Valley. You had crooked-ass cops, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm fighting, and I knew it was broken, and I was like, I just saw all these freaking kids at my gym. I saw all the kids that, like, I know I haven't been able to help out because I've been training a bunch and being selfish, and they couldn't afford memberships, and I can only sponsor so many kids. You know, you got insurance. And I told myself, I'm like, I'm going to win this freaking fight so I can get that freaking, you know, your paycheck changes, man, win or lose. So I had to get that money so I could start the freaking program up, man. So you're a powerful motivator, dude. I want to stay hungry for as long as I live. I mean, I don't ever want to make it and just be content, you know?
Yeah, no, that's I every time I talk to you young fighters coming up, and when I hear stuff like that, I just think it's great, and it definitely needs to be put out there. You know, I'm surprised that nobody wanted to talk to you afterward. I know it was a post-lims or whatever, but I mean, you know, like I said, when I talked to you back when you were here in Connecticut in the fall, I could tell. I mean, I've been following you for a while. I mean, I know we follow each other on social, so it's definitely something that I've been catching on to. Just the way you handle everything, anything bad that comes at you is great. I mean, I remember when the fight got canceled, you had the cutouts of your face and you were handing them out in the arena over here at Mohegan Sun, and then now you're doing this with everything you just said you're trying to do. The way you fought through adversity, it's great, and I really do hope you keep it up, man. Please keep us updated with your social media and stuff. That way we know where to when you're coming back. Where can folks follow you?
It's like Cris Sunshine MMA is like all my stuff. I think I got it all there because I had it at 145, but you know, like that was the last fight on my contract, so I don't even know, you know, what my future entails. But I didn't want to make it like Cris Sunshine Bellator or Cris Sunshine 145 anymore because my future. I mean, I'm a taller guy. I'd like to move up in weight eventually, you know, and just see how that goes as I get older. I really want to be in this game for a while, man. You know, as the more I watch it, I'm like, longevity is key. So, yeah, I'll keep you guys up to date with the recovery, with everything. Maybe I get a sexy new sponsor like Julio's Thongs, you know, like Bobby. Everybody will know. And I appreciate it, man, because, yeah, I don't think anyone really, you know, you post all these fight pictures. Everyone wants to see you in your underwear with your shirt off, right, which is weird, punching a guy. Then
yeah.
You post a picture working with kids, working with the future, and they're just like, whatever. You know, I'm like, dude, they're the future. This means nothing right now, you know? These fights are temporary. They're great moments. It's like a beer. It's like, it's awesome, man. But, you know, you can't have beer 24/7 your whole life. Like, so, yeah. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
No. Thank you so much. And I mean, really quick, just because you mentioned it, I got to ask. I mean, is that why you wore the tiger crotch or lion crotch underwear at the weigh-in? Because of what you just said?
I am a huge Ricky Bobby fan, dude. And, I can't tell you how many times I reference it. My wife just is like so sick of it, dude. She's like, I get it. You love Will Ferrell, you know? And I was like, I came home and I was like, I just wake up and I piss excellence. I've always butchered these quotes, dude, but I was like, I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I can fight with a broken leg no matter what. I'm out in Oklahoma and everybody talks like that. That was it, man. I had to have that lion underwear. Chinesty.
All right, cool. Well, thank you so much for the time. Good luck to you. I mean, I'll be looking forward to the updates. And I mean, I know we kind of set this up out of the blue, so but you definitely deserve some sunshine on you. You know what I mean? As far as what you went through.
It's freaking gray out here, man. It's like my hair, dude. It is not pretty. Oregon is a beautiful state, but it's like a crazy chick. Hot and cold all over the place. My wife has heard that. She's gonna yell. All good. All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah. Well, stay out of Jersey, man, because it's a lot worse than that. So, all right, man. Good talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.